We all heard the shot. And that one shot took his life.
This is not a good moment for us as America, for our engagement and our ability to have very difficult discussions. This is somebody who was a father, a husband, somebody who I think that we must note at this moment in time, Nicole, was there today on a college campus inviting people to take a microphone and debate him.
Charlie Kirk was answering a question about rampant left-wing violence in America when he was shot today. In front of thousands at Utah Valley University, a single bullet silenced one of the most polarizing voices in American politics. Was this an act of revenge, a political hit, or something even bigger? Today, we break down the shocking assassination of Charlie Kirk, step by step.
It was a typical Wednesday afternoon at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Charlie Kirk was in the middle of his American Comeback Tour, a series of events designed to energize young conservatives ahead of the 2026 midterms and the next presidential race. More than 3,000 people had gathered inside the campus auditorium. The atmosphere was tense but energetic, with Kirk delivering one of his signature speeches, combative, controversial, and unapologetically political. Nobody in that room expected what was about to happen.
At 12:10 p.m. MDT, the unthinkable happened. A single shot rang out from a distance. The bullet struck Charlie Kirk in the neck, cut off his words mid-sentence, and sending the audience into immediate panic. According to investigators, the shot was likely fired from a rooftop of the Low C Center, roughly 180 to 200 yards away from the stage. This wasn't a random act of violence. The precision, the distance, and the choice of location all suggested something much darker. Security rushed to Kirk's side as stunned students and attendees screamed, ducked, and tried to flee the auditorium.
I heard, and we all crouched down. Everybody was crouching down for a good 5 seconds. And in my head, I was thinking, we gotta get out of here.
Everyone was just jumping on top of each other. No one was trying to get shot. Everyone was just covering each other up because no one knew if there was gonna be more shots fired.
In the hours after the shooting, confusion reigned. Police initially announced that a person of interest was in custody. Some reports described this as a major breakthrough. But later, authorities walked it back. They clarified that no confirmed suspect was in custody and that the investigation was still wide open. The FBI and ATF quickly joined local police in the investigation, treating the incident as a potential political assassination. Officials have yet to release details about the weapon used or how the shooter managed to gain rooftop access in broad daylight. One fact is clear: whoever carried out this attack knew exactly what they were doing. The assassination shocked the political world. Utah's Governor Spencer Cox wasted no time, calling it a political assassination and warning against the rise of violence in America's public square. From across the aisle, reactions poured in. Donald Trump, perhaps Kirk's closest political ally, issued a statement calling his death a national tragedy and vowing that justice would be served. Vice President Kamala Harris also condemned the attack, stressing that violence has no place in American democracy. Members of Congress, Republican and Democrat alike, expressed grief, anger, and concern about the dangerous precedent this might set. Even many of Kirk's fiercest critics in the media paused their usual battles to acknowledge that political violence must be condemned no matter who the target is. Charlie Kirk wasn't just another political commentator. At 31 years old, he had spent over a decade building Turning Point USA, one of the most influential youth conservative movements in the country. He was known for fiery speeches, combative interviews, and his loyalty to Donald Trump. For critics, he symbolized division. For supporters, he was a voice of unapologetic resistance. His assassination highlights a disturbing trend: the rise of political violence in the United States. In recent years, threats against public figures, whether left or right, have increased dramatically. What happened in Utah wasn't just an attack on Charlie Kirk. It was an attack on the fragile state of America's democracy. The assassination of Charlie Kirk marks one of the darkest days in modern American politics. It raises questions not only about security, but about the deep fractures running through the country. Charlie Kirk was a controversial figure, admired by many, despised by others.
But whether you agreed with him or not, his violent death is a stark reminder that political disagreements should never be settled with bullets. Assassination has forced America to confront a chilling reality. Public debate is no longer just about words, but about survival. And unless the cycle of hate and division is broken, September 10th, 2025 may be remembered not only as the day Charlie Kirk was silenced, but as the day political violence truly came home.